All right, everybody, it's Uncle Ed, and I am back. Today, we're going to talk about one of my favorite topics, which is banking. You know, banks have changed so much over the years, and I'm sure you're seeing so many banks are popping up. There's some banks that you've never even heard of. Of course, we've all heard of the big ones, right? We all know the names. There's no need to mention who they are, but never heard of maybe some of the smaller banks. So one of the questions I had to myself, all these banks popping up and what really makes the difference between them and some of the big banks. So today I have one of my favorites and one of my favorite guys in the banking business, which is Maurice Randolph, and he's with Poppy Bank. As you all know, in California, the state flower is the poppy. So this is kind of even extra special today. So thank you so much for showing up and welcome to the channel, Maurice. How you doing today?
I am doing well, Ed. Thank you for having me. It's a
Oh, for sure.
beautiful Tuesday,
Isn't it though?
Tuesday morning still.
And it's even more beautiful that we get to do this in the middle of the day, right? We don't
Middle
have
of the day.
anybody bugging us, telling us we can't do this. We get to do this and talk a
Yes.
little bit about banking and you. So tell me about how you got into banking.
Yes. Funny story. I got into banking 2015. I was working for like a staffing company called Adecco,
Oh
and it
yeah.
was like for Google Shopping Express. So at that time I was like 25. So I was 25, 2-year contract job. Right before the 2 years was up, I was like, man, I need a job before I don't have one. So I seen Wells Fargo was hiring for a teller. I applied for a teller, got hired. Didn't really think too much of it. I was like, oh yeah, cashing people checks, talking to people. It's fine. But as time went on, I started to actually like banking and like talking to the clients that came through, and I started to enjoy it. And then I seen like all of the other roles that banking offered and how far you can grow and make it a career. So then I got promoted to a lead teller. And then after working for a lead teller for some time, I got promoted to a service manager in San Francisco. So I ended up leaving Wells in 2020. And then I went to another smaller community bank for a while. And then I ended up at Poppy, and April 26th will be my 4 years of being at Poppy as the AVP branch manager of the Menlo Park location.
So you're in Menlo Park and you're the branch manager there. So
Mhm.
tell me, which is a great lead in, what's the difference between Poppy and maybe some other of the either big ones or regional banks?
I will definitely say, with me having experience working at a large bank, one of the largest, Wells Fargo, working at a smaller bank that's smaller than Poppy and then coming to Poppy, I will definitely say what I've seen in my years of banking and going to other banks or credit unions as well is that Poppy has adopted this culture of really giving a memorable moments to our clients that come in. So it's definitely really engaging, not just when they come in to do a transaction, we just become like an order taker, as we say. We really engage the client of getting to know them personally. How's their family? How's work going? What's their life like? What brings them into Poppy? We ask the questions, what kind of place would you like to do your banking at? What is something that makes you say, I like this bank and I'm staying here? Because we want to engage the feedback from our clients. And when you come to Poppy, it's a one stop shop. So with the larger banks, you'll see the long teller windows, the banker desk separate. You got to make an appointment to sit here. At Poppy, when you walk in, you're going to one person that will do every banking need that you need, whether you're a wire, cashier's check, change, whatever you need, you sit with that person from start to finish. And we've also adopted the culture of once you're done with the client, you walk them out, um, you follow up. We genuinely do the follow up emails and calls throughout that first week, into the second week, into the next stages that goes on to keep in touch. We really like to hit on those personal things that happen for our
Hmm.
clients, whether it's a marriage, a birthday, um, a wedding, something big life event. We really hone in on that because clients like to know that their bank cares as well. So those are some of the big things that Poppy does, and we've seen that it works well. Clients are excited and they will email like, thank you, or call, thank you for that card, or thank you for calling me and for following up. So it's something huge. And we also love to talk to the young kids that come in with their parents about, starting, how to save and how to put their funds away for like a rainy day if they want to buy certain toys or things like that. So those are the things
No,
that
that's cool.
our culture that happens.
I love that culture because it reminds me so much of when I was with CalFed Bank,
Mhm.
20 moons ago. And it was very much that way. It was very relational. I remember like on a Saturday, we would barbecue and hand out hot dogs and hamburgers and chips and stuff and ask,
Mhm.
how the baseball game go. It was
Yeah.
what now we call old school. It's just very handshake, very relational. We want to know about their life,
Yeah.
just about come in and come out and be transactional.
Yeah.
Really more of community, more of that
Yes.
personal feel to it. And I love the fact that Poppy's bringing that because you don't see that in the big ones, right? It's just very transactional. Like I said, it's very sterile. You're in and you're out. There's no
Mhm.
conversations. You go in there, you swear there's a funeral because everybody's like so quiet. Like, did somebody die? Or did you make a deposit? Or did you die while making a deposit? Like what
Yes.
happened, right? That's exactly what happened. So for me, that is something that's very important to me,
It
right? It's
is.
that relational thing. It's like when you go to a coffee place, right? The person's energy,
Yeah.
the barista, right? The person serving you makes all the difference in the world.
It
Like if somebody
does.
goes, "What would you like? You want milk or no?" Versus like, "Hey, welcome, good morning. You ready for some
Mhm.
coffee? All right, what would you like?" Right? That kind of right. Having
Exactly.
that energy
Yes.
makes all the difference, and I can see why you would love it because you know, the amount of time I've known you, I know you're super relational. You're the type of person who likes
Yeah.
to get in the
Thank
weeds
you.
and likes to, bear hug somebody if they need one, right? If they're having a kind of a
Yes.
iffy day, right? You want to make them feel better. And I think that that's just
Mhm.
such a great thing. Now, do you guys specialize in certain types of clients over others? Like, for example, business owner versus just the general public?
So for us at Poppy, we definitely gear towards all clients. Consumer clients who are just doing checkings and savings for their personal needs. And then we cater to our business clients as well as our nonprofits as well. So when our clients come in, we see everyone as equal clients. Now, granted, some clients might have a larger deposit that they're bringing in, but all clients to us are equal clients and will get the same service
I see.
throughout all of our branches.
That's awesome. Now, do you have what kind of products do you have like for business owners? What would be a reason why they would come and bank?
For us, for business owners to come in, whether what type of business they might have, it could be a construction, a coffee shop, they could own like a gym, a yoga studio. We have products that caters towards them. A lot of the business owners might do merchant processing. You might have those payment tools at your front where clients are coming in to pay with like their credit cards or debit cards. We find ways to be able to really save that business more money on the back end because sometimes, certain cards that you might use might have a higher charge for you to process those payments. So our goal is to take a look at statements to see how much can we save compared to what their current financial institution is saving or is charging them as well. Then we have things like other services, like if you're sending out like wires, if you're doing payroll processing, maybe easier ways of getting your employees paid instead of you giving them paper checks, but you're doing electronic or positive pay things where it makes it easier for them to come into the bank instead of us picking up the phone to call every business client like, oh, is this check for this person? We can look on the system and see this check is issued to this person. So we have a lot of services, cash box services. Maybe this company does a lot of cash, and they
Do
need things to
lending too, right?
order.
Business lending.
We do.
Yeah.
We do business lending to our large clients and small. It could be like a startup up to large clients as well that we definitely help out with our business lending as well. And then we cater to the consumers as well. So that's the consumer credit cards, that's the checkings, the savings, and the CDs
I
as
saw you
well.
have some really nice CDs too, some really great rates on CDs. I
We
saw
do
that.
have some really great rates on CDs. At my branch location, I've been seeing more clients come in for our 3 and 6 month CDs right
Okay,
now because those are paying the higher
the
rates right
higher
now.
rates. Okay,
Yes.
all right, awesome. And I know that Poppy's been on a growth spurt, right? I mean, you guys are
Yes.
opening branches everywhere. I'm surprised they haven't come and put a branch inside my house.
Right. Everywhere. I can definitely say I started Poppy April 26th of 2022. And when I started at that time, don't quote me if I'm wrong. I believe we had maybe 14 branches. I think 14. Now, today in 2026 of March, I can strongly say we have active branches at least over 40
Yeah, that's a pretty
branches.
big curve, growth curve, especially for a smaller bank. And I'm sure there's ambition to grow it even more so, right? Do you know what the ambition is in the next
Yes.
year or two?
So our goal, well, the goal was from what we were given was 10 branches per year. Poppy has exceeded that. We still have about 4 to 5 more branches that are coming, that are actively hiring for people right now that haven't opened yet. Our newest branch that just opened is the Millbrae branch. So that branch just came along, and then we have about 4 to 5 more that are projected to come within this
I've been
year.
seeing them around that and your billboards for the CDs. Those are the two things that
Yes.
stand out big time. Yeah,
That
for sure.
billboard is what people see. They're like, I saw that Poppy billboard and
Go
it
with that.
stands out because it has all the flowers on it. So,
Yeah, yeah,
everyone,
yeah, yeah. And most people are like, I never heard
yeah,
of Poppy Bank, but this is another reason, right? Because I wanted to get the word out, right? Get the word
yes,
about Maurice as well. And
yes. We
people need to go and check you out and say hi. So besides your email, what's a good phone number that they can call you at the branch so they can speak with you directly since you're such a personable and get in touch
yes.
kind of guy?
So, yeah. So, if clients do need to reach out to me, they can definitely give me a call. My phone line for the branch is 707-936-9758.
And then you can
That's
see there
my
it's Mrandolph. So M Randolph at Poppy dot bank, by the way. So it's not poppybank.com, it's poppy
Yes,
dot bank.
that
Please
bank.
take note. Otherwise, it's going to bounce back and people get a hold of you. Well, I'm excited. I'm excited to promote you and promote Poppy Bank because I know how awesome you guys are. And is there anything you want to say in parting words to everybody that's watching?
Of course, I just want to say come to the Menlo Park branch and meet me and meet my entire incredible team that's there. We are there to serve. If you have questions, we are there to help to guide people through it. If you want to know a little bit more about Poppy, about how we give back to the community as well, come on in and stop by. And I thank Ed for giving me this amazing
No, no, thank
opportunity
you.
as
Absolutely. And
well.
you know what? They do a lot of stuff for charity. I personally have
Yes,
seen it. I've attended a couple events, and they also do golf tournaments also for charity. So be
yes, we do.
aware, put it on your reticular activator. That Poppy Bank is growing and they're out there. You're going to see them more and more. And they really are a great bank. Go see Maurice. He's a
Yes.
fantastic person, as you can tell. He's not shy
No,
and he loves people. So go say hi to
definitely.
him. Let's get you a real bank. Let's get you some real customer service. So with that, I appreciate your time. Thank you so much, Maurice. And
Thank
we'll
you.
do another one
Yes,
uh,
thank you.
when the branches are at like at 100.
100, yes.
All right, my friends. Well, give him a call today. You
Thank
won't
you.
you won't regret it. He's going to
You
take very
won't.
good care of you. Have a great day, everyone.